Hey there. I am Janessa West, Notary Newbies Mentor, and I am auditing a couple different fellow, Notary Public websites. So I reached out to a group of notaries and offered to uh, search for them online and find out where they're showing up, whether it be Google. Where on Google they're showing up, their Google My Business, their website, etc. So right now, the next business that I will be searching for is in Georgiana, Alabama. So I'm just going to search notary in Georgia. Am I spelling that wrong? G-O-R. Alabama. Okay. Oh, look at it. So this is great. So the business that I'm searching for is Powell Tax and Notary Services. Here they are. They are showing up loud and proud. This is awesome. So let's see. Oh, it went away. Oh, interesting. Let me go back. So it might be different spelling of how I spelled it. Yeah. So, congratulations, Powell Tax and Notary Services. You are definitely showing up. So if somebody's searching for a notary in your area, these are the listings that come up. As you can see, there's SnapDocs, Notarize, Yellow Pages, 123 Notary, Notary Wide, Manta. It goes on, a couple more. And then your Google My Business page is right here on the right-hand side of the page, just really standing out well. And I don't think you're running an ad, so this looks to be organic, which is good for you. I'm going to say, I will guess that about 25% of your contributing factor to showing up that easily is because you actually have an address in here where you may or may not actually be doing business, but where you listed with Google that you are a business. So a lot of notaries are actually mobile. Therefore, when they set up their Google My Business page, they're not putting in an address to show the public because that's usually their home. They typically don't have an office or a place that they work out of, and they don't want their home address showing on Google for the whole world to see, and people knocking on their door at 6 o'clock in the morning asking for a notary. And so, yes, so a lot of notaries don't have their information here. However, Powell Tax and Notary Services, I'm guessing that you do have a brick and mortar store where you actually welcome customers inside to assist them with their tax and notary services. So that's why you are showing up here on the right as kind of like a featured business. I also see that you're doing well. You have 13 reviews that are 5.0. That's great. I would encourage you to ask each and every one of your customers for a review. And then, let's see. Let's look at your website. Because you didn't come up, your website itself did not come up in the first page of Google, which it's hard. It's hard to be one of the websites that shows up in page 1 of Google because, let me go back here. You're up against competition like SnapDocs, Notarize, Yellow Pages, 123 Notary. These are long-standing and well-maintained websites. So it's oftentimes difficult for an independent business a smaller entrepreneur type business to get in here and compete with these bigwigs. However, I will say it's not impossible. I've only been a notary for I've been a notary since 2017, but I up and moved across the country and had to start my notary business in a new state. So I, of course, started a brand new website and listings and everything else in the new area that I located to. And that it's been exactly 1 year this month, which is October, that I got everything set up and started to take my first notary appointments. And so it's been a year, and I do list on page 1 of Google when people are searching my website. My website comes up within the first page. So there's 3 ways to get your website to come up on page 1 of Google. Number 1 is time. So the longer you have your website, the more that Google recognizes that you are a viable business and you're here to stay. The second thing that you can do to rank higher on Google is to add relevant content to your website. Let's go ahead and go to your website right now. And I see you have some good information here for clients to see and understand what it is that you offer. This looks great. You have the information here. So when a client's making a decision, when they get to your website and they're making a decision on, does this business serve the purpose of what it is that I need, they're going to see right here, oh, I need a notary, or I need bookkeeping, or I need my tax return done. And then they would click further into that. And I'm just going to hope and guess. Oh, okay. So I would suggest if you were going to do anything to your website, build this stuff out. Explain what a notary is and what your services are and what it is that you do as a notary. Same thing with your tax returns. Give people some background and information about what it is that you offer. And that would be building your content. And then that takes me to the third thing that you would do to build up your website and get closer to page 1 of Google would be SEO. And SEO, if you're not familiar, is keywords, information down into bite-sized pieces, which are keywords that would attract people to your website because they're looking for the actual services that you're offering. And so keywords would be like bookkeeping, and then you writing a paragraph or 2 here of what you offer for bookkeeping and repeatedly mentioning bookkeeping or any related services that you do with bookkeeping, such as utilizing QuickBooks or Excel or things like that, that people would relate to bookkeeping. So I don't know if you're familiar with any of that or not. And then going back to Google, you're the only, you only have one competitor in your area, and that's Debbie's Tax Services. There's nobody else listed for notary. Let's see, let's try that again. Okay. Yeah, there you are again. So there's nobody else using Google My Business in your general area, which is great for you. Let's see. Maybe you live in a smaller town. I don't know how far out you want to travel, but let's see. Yeah. So I'm just thinking on the backside of Google My Business, you might want to expand if you're only getting calls from your neighboring area. You might want to expand. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. It's only seen when you're on the backside, and that is your locations that you service or your service area. I would suggest adding in all of these little towns that are surrounding you as far out as you want people to either come to you or call you to go to them. I don't know if you offer mobile notary or not, but if you want these people out here in these areas to know that you exist as a business instead of just you coming up in your area here, I highly suggest then going into your Google My Business and adding these individual places. I believe you can add up to, it's either 16 to 20 or something in between there that you can add locations. I highly suggest that. So the other thing I suggest for you, well, actually, I'm not going to suggest for you what I normally would, which is my assistance in learning Google My Business, because you don't even have to do anything with your Google My Business. You're really lucky you don't have any competitors in your area that are coming up, just the one that came up. So you're right there. If somebody is searching for a notary, they're finding you. If it's searching for a notary in your area, they are finding you. So congratulations on that. You're super lucky that you don't have any competition, and good for you. And I hope you have continued prosperity and good luck with all your endeavors.